Reading this disclaimer as I give you a little background information on what we're going to do. One, I'm going to do my best to simplify the compensation key elements by removing a lot of the superfluous language and wording that's on the various pages of the comp plan, so I can have you focus simply on what needs to be done in order to achieve X, Y, or Z. Obviously, what I'm fixing to show you is just the way the pay plan works, and in no way, shape, or form, as the disclaimer says, is intended to indicate an estimate of what you're going to earn, because we have no earthly idea about what you personally will do. So let's get started here. There are 5 compelling ways to get paid. I'm going to show you a 6th way. And there are also 5 powerful incentives in addition to normal compensation. Let's begin with the different incentives. The first incentive, which is a huge one, is becoming membership free. By enrolling and maintaining just 5 direct members or partner members, your monthly membership is waived. That's the equivalent of $2,400 a year in value. No, not for coffee and donuts and groceries and gasoline, but for cruising, it's real money. You want to remain membership free for 3 more consecutive months. In other words, a total of 4 months. So the 3 months following the month in which you're membership free, if you maintain membership free status, which I'll tell you is very easy to do because of the persistency of the business, people just keep their memberships in force. Then at that point, you now become qualified to use 100% of your cruise dollars with 1 booking per year. That's even if this happens in your first year, and it does for many. Normally, you would be able to use 60%, but then you would be able to use 100. There's a new partner fast start incentive. It's spectacular, really. You can earn an additional $700 in US dollars for 3 consecutive months on top of the standard $300 for the marketing director bonus. How do you qualify? Well, first you qualify as a marketing director within 90 days from your partner activation date. So if you signed up on the 15th of January, you would have 90 days from that date in order to qualify as a marketing director. Now, you must remain qualified as a marketing director for each of the $700 bonus months. So you can't just become marketing director qualified and then not qualify the next month and still get the bonus. Remember, you must be membership free to rank advance. So it doesn't matter what rank you're at in terms of volume, you must personally be membership free. So that applies to every rank. Let's talk about incentive cruises. Incentive cruises allow leaders to cruise with the leaders in their downline, or anyone that has earned incentive cruise dollars. These are specific cruises selected by Incruises with agreements with each cruise line to guarantee a certain number of cabins for Incruises partner members. This virtually guarantees that if you go on an incentive cruise, that you're going to be cruising with other partner members from the company, which is a really neat opportunity to meet other people from around the world. Incentive cruises, they're only available to those having earned at least some incentive cruise dollars. You can pay the difference with cruise dollars or with cash. Now let's talk about how do you earn incentive cruise dollars. First of all, they cannot be used toward normal cruises. The difference between a normal cruise and an incentive cruise is on a normal cruise, you pick whatever cruise you want. But on an incentive cruise, there are specific cruises already selected by Incruises, and you can pick any one of those that you want to go on, but you can't pick your own cruise ship and make up your own cruise like you normally do. Now, you can earn incentive cruise dollars 3 ways. Every month in which you enroll 5 partner members, currently that bonus is worth 250 incentive cruise dollars each time you do that. When you rank advance, you're going to earn a certain number of incentive cruise dollars, but the amount varies because the higher you go up in rank, the more incentive cruise dollars you earn. Now, currently, and this can change, but currently, if you grow the number of team partners not partner members and not members, but the number of team partners, and it can include partner members, of course, by 20% or more in a month, plus enroll one personal partner member or member, then you will earn incentive cruise dollars. I believe the current month, I think it's 350 incentive cruise dollars for achieving that 20% growth or higher. There's also pin recognition and Rolex watches. There's 7 ranks within Incruises, and each rank includes a separate pin that you can win. Additionally, when you achieve the rank of executive director, which is the second highest rank, then you'll be rewarded with an amazing Rolex watch. I said I'm going to show you 6 compelling ways to get paid. Technically, I could show you 7, and I'll briefly talk about that. But let's get started. Here's the first one. Matching cruise dollars. Your matching cruise dollars are going to give you $1,200 per year for cruising. No, you can't use 100% of that money in your first year unless you're membership free or you rank advanced to marketing director or higher, but you're going to be able to use that money at some point in the future. Well, how much money would I have to have in the bank at 4% interest to give me $1,200 a year? It would take $30,000. So when a person joins, whether they're a member or a partner member, at the end of a year, that's how far ahead they're going to be just by joining. That's what an astounding advantage it is. Now, that's the 6th way to get paid. What's the 7th that I referred to? Well, that money is not taxable. Now, you want to check with your tax specialist, but Incruises says that based upon their tax counsel, that money is not considered taxable income. So that's even a 7th type of improvement. Now, no, it's not compensation, or it would be taxable, but you get the point. This is extra money that you have in your budget because you're a part of Incruises. Now let's get to the normal 5 types of compensation. First one is the daily instant pay bonuses. Those bonuses range from $50 to $150, and they occur each time you personally enroll a new partner member, not partner, but partner member. I want to call your attention to the word instant at the top of the page, and I want to call your attention at the bottom of the page to the red dashed box. These bonuses are paid within 24 hours of enrollment, many times in less than 1 or 2 hours. True instant income that you can depend on. Now, when you enroll your first person in a month, and this is a calendar month, then you're paid $50 instantly. Your second one, you're paid $60. It goes all the way up to $130 at your 9th one, and then it jumps to $150, and it stays at $150 for your 10th partner member enrollment and beyond in the same month. Well, what happens when you get to the first of the next month? It resets back to $50. Weekly matching bonuses. I want to call your attention to 2 things. This bonus is paid weekly, and it's calculated based upon weekly performance. And it only involves you and those that were directly referred by you that are partners. Keep that in mind. This is not about your downline. It's about you and your directly referred partners. You can earn 100% match of all instant bonuses earned by your direct partners once they reach 5 activation points during any given week, plus you need 1 activation point by referring a new person in the same week. Well, how do you earn an activation point? By enrolling or referring a member, that's 1 point. A partner, that's 1 point. A partner member is 2 points. So if you have enrolled any one of those 3, then you've met your qualifier for that week. Then if the total number of points achieved by your personally enrolled direct partners equals or exceeds 5, then you will receive 100% match on all of the instant pay bonuses paid to everybody you personally enrolled. Well, what if you have one person that signs up 3 partner members and nobody else does anything? Well, that creates 6 points. Doesn't matter whether it's 6 or 100. What matters is that if you meet the 5 points, then you're going to get paid. And in this particular case, your personally referred person would have earned $50, $60, and $70. That's $180. And you would have matched that because you also had 1 point for the week. Matching bonuses are paid each Monday morning based on the week ending Sunday at 1 minute before midnight, Coordinated Universal Time. Here's an example. If your directs earned $1,500 in instant pay bonuses in this week that you qualified, you earned $1,500 matching on Monday morning. That's an awesome program. Now let's talk about your daily residual income. You can build a monthly residual income by being membership free and achieving the rank of marketing director or higher, of course, and helping your directly referred partners also become membership free. So you must be membership free and you must be at least a marketing director. Now, you can earn $5 per month on up to 20 levels based upon your rank and the number of personally referred membership-free partners. So at any given rank, you're only allowed to earn on certain numbers of levels. And assuming that you have, let's suppose, senior marketing director, you can be paid on 5 levels. To be paid on all 5 levels, you must have personally enrolled 5 people that are membership free. There is an exception. At the marketing director level and above, automatically everyone earns 2 levels of residual income, no matter how many partners they have that are membership free. So once you make marketing director, even if you don't have a single personally enrolled person that's membership free, you're going to earn 2 levels of residual income. Monthly leadership bonuses. There are 7 ranks or 7 leadership levels, and the monthly bonuses for those levels goes from $300 a month, which is commonly referred to as our car bonus, all the way up to $55,000 a month. And at that top level, the company also has a worldwide revenue sharing bonus pool where they take 5% of the revenue of the company, not profit, revenue, and they put it into a pool, and the people at that level share that bonus money. Now, very important, take note. No matter what leadership level you're shooting for, you must be membership free. That means you've got to have 5 active paying members or partner members, and no more than 40% of the leadership level qualifying volume can come from any one leg. So let me give you a simple example. At senior marketing director, you have to have 10,000 of volume, which is 100 people spending $100 a month. If I multiply 40 times 100, it says that I can have 40 people or less in any one leg. So here's the way that breaks down. Now, this chart that you're seeing is in the PDF document that you can download. I want to call your attention very briefly to a couple things. If you notice in the residual column, 150, 500, 1250, so on and so forth, those numbers are based upon the assumption that you are qualified to earn the $5 bonus on every person in your group. And that probably will not happen. It could happen, but it probably will not happen. And so that number is likely to be somewhat smaller. However, the bonus money, which is the next column over, is guaranteed. Your rank advancement opens up the door for your bonus, your leadership bonus, and to start earning from the residual income side, which is the $5 each month based upon the $100 membership fee. Marketing directors also earn an additional perk. You'll be able to use 100% of your cruise dollars with any booking, regardless of how long you've been a member. There are no restrictions on how many cruise dollars you can use. And marketing directors and above automatically earn residual income on 2 levels, regardless of the number of membership-free partners they have. So I wanted to show you this. That $5,400 a year, now that's an estimate based upon full residual pay. I think it's probably a little bit lower than that, but I'm using their number because it's already on the slide here. But what I've added is I'm showing you the way that breaks down. 300 times 12 would be the 3,600, and 150, which would be the $5 times the 30 people that it took to produce that qualification. So there's the $5,400 of annual income. Now, you're also going to be membership free at this point. You have to be a marketing director. That's another $2,400 of cruise dollars for a total of $7,800 on an annual basis. It would take $195,000 in the bank at 4% interest to produce $7,800. The point I'm really trying to make to you is that even only at the marketing director level, you're starting to create some significant wealth. Now, I'm not saying that marketing director is in fact worth $195,000 because I have no way of predicting how long that income would continue to come in. But because of the stability of Incruises and the amazing retention rate, and even a strong likelihood that your business is going to continue to grow, it might be worth more than $195,000. The bottom line is it's a game changer. 30 people. That could be 15 couples. Now, this is also in your PDF. It's an explanation of the timing of the various payouts. I want to call your attention to only 2 of those because the instant pay bonuses are on autopilot. The daily residual commissions, they're on autopilot. But the weekly matching bonuses are going to get paid based upon midnight on Sunday. You'll be paid on Monday. And so you want to monitor that. I'll show you how in just a minute. You want to monitor that as the week comes to a close, because what if you're in a position where you're only 1 point away from earning a nice matching bonus? Well, you want to be all over that. You want to stay on top of your business. The other thing I want to call your attention to are the monthly leadership bonuses. As you're getting closer to the end of your month, you want to monitor this. What if you're very, very close to qualifying? Well, you want to do whatever you need to do to make sure that you make it. Worldwide market bonus, that takes care of itself as well. If you're qualified, it gets paid on the 15th. The 2 things, though, that you can market or that you can manage are the weekly matching bonuses and the monthly leadership bonuses. I want to show you an aggressive growth model. Enroll your spouse as step 1. Now, if you're cash flow limited, don't do that. But if you're a person that's going to go on ocean view balcony cruises, you're going to be spending more money than that anyway. And you're going to be able to cut those costs virtually in half. So enroll your spouse as your first person. Don't wait. That way you're earning cruise dollars the same amount each month. You're doubling up your available cruise dollars. Then your next step is you want to focus on getting membership free. Then you want to focus on getting your spouse membership free. And here's an important thing to notice. You making market director is step 4, but you can also have 12 of those 30 people in your spouse's business. So then the next step, after you've made marketing director, would be to get your spouse to marketing director. Then the next step would be for you to make senior marketing director. Notice at senior marketing director, because you need 100 people, 100 paying members. Well, what's 40% of that? It's 40. Well, what does your spouse need to advance to marketing director? Only 30. Now, you can just continue that process on and on and on up through the compensation plan through the leadership development process. That's the aggressive growth model, and it fits many people. And I strongly encourage you to be aggressive. You're an entrepreneur. Lead by example. If you can afford it, enroll your spouse immediately. Don't wait and make her your 5th one. Can you wait and make her your 5th? Yes, you can. But you can't ever tell somebody you enrolled your spouse first if you don't enroll your spouse first. Makes it a little bit more difficult for you to encourage somebody else to take the more aggressive path. Why is this aggressive? Well, because if you enroll 15 people who enroll their spouse, you're marketing director and membership free, obviously. Now, clearly, you don't need to enroll all 15 of those, but if there are 15 of those couples enrolled within your team and you enrolled 5 in order to be membership free, you're automatically a marketing director. So it cuts down the volume of personal enrollments that have to be done on everybody's part. I want to call your attention to this slide. Over in the left-hand menu of your back office, if you've moused over payments, there's a little sub-menu that drops down. If you click on compensation, then what you see to the right of that blue bar is the tabs of the various types of compensation that you can qualify to earn. That's where you would go to click on them to see what your status is. Now, if you click on Leadership Bonus tab, and I'm pointing this one out because this is a great management tool for you, then what pops up is what you see below. There's a little definition about what you can earn and so on and so forth. However, you're going to want to click on Show This Month. But before I go there, when the month is over, when you're literally in the beginning of the next month, what you're going to want to do is go back to Leadership Bonuses and click on Show Last Month. And you're going to want to write down your total volume for that month, the production for that month. If you divide it by 100, that tells you how many paying people you ended up with a month, how many members and partner members. I'll come back to this in just a moment. But for right now, you're going to want to click on Show This Month. And when you click on Show This Month, right as soon as the page comes up, you're going to see the list of all the 7 leadership ranks. It shows the amount of volume that's required. It shows your total production at the point you're checking it for the month so far. And all the way to the right, it'll show you whether or not you've qualified for that rank or not. Well, obviously that production is going to change day by day by day. And so you can keep checking it, especially if you're getting close to qualifying for a rank, because you want to be all over that. Now, down below that little chart that shows you where you are in qualifying for whatever your next rank is, there's actually going to be a list of all your personal directs that have production so far for the month. So what if Bill Jones signed up and Bill Jones has not made his payment yet? What if Bill Jones' payment is not even due yet? Well, Bill Jones won't show up. But you can see a list of the various people that are personal to you that paid for the month. So let me come back to Bill Jones, for example. Let's suppose Bill Jones has signed up 6 people and Bill Jones' payment is not due yet, but 3 of Bill Jones' people have paid already for the current month. Well, Bill Jones' name will show up and it will show the volume for Bill Jones' downline. And when Bill pays, the number will go up by 100. Now, how is this helpful? Well, it's helpful in a variety of ways. For example, it's always listed with the highest volume at the top. So your top few producers, their volume month to date will show, and you can look at, very simply, let's suppose you're trying to qualify for marketing director. Then what you know is you can't count more than 12 from any one of those leaders. So what if one of your people has 22 and you've got 2 other people at 2 apiece? Well, you're nowhere. It looks like you would be at whatever that would be. I guess that would be 26. You would think I'm only 4 away, but you're not. You're a lot more than 4 away because you can only count 12 of the 22. At any rate, that lets you monitor what's happening throughout the month. You want to check that periodically. And as your team starts to grow, you're going to want to check it more often. All right, I want to show you something else. At the end of last month, my total production, when I went to the leadership bonus and I clicked on show last month, I had 125 paid members. I actually had 128, but 300 of that was from people making up a payment that they had missed in the previous month. And so even though it showed 128, there were only actually 125 current payments for that particular month. Now, I want to call your attention back over to the menu again in the back office. If you click on Overview under Info Center, after you clear out the leaders for the week little pop-up that pops up, you're going to see a bunch of squares with various titles in them. I want to call your attention to two of them. These are real numbers for me at the middle of the month. And so month to date, that's what the top one says, team members month to date. Here's what that's saying. In the current month, about halfway through the month, there are 25 new team members. Now, these can be members and they can be partner members. It doesn't matter, because what we're looking at here is we're talking about leadership bonus qualifications and monitoring your progress. And every member, whether they're a partner member or just a plain Cruise Club member, every member counts. So here's what this is saying. At this point in time, I've got 25 new members on the team. Well, if I ended last month with 125 and I've got 25 new ones, I should be at 150 team members for the month, or total team members. And as you can see, I only have 146. Now, those two boxes are the most important boxes for you to monitor. Don't get just confused and distracted by all the clutter. So here's the point. What do I know by looking at these numbers? I know that out of 150 people, so far, 4 people have not paid on time. Now, is that common? Yes, it is common, but that's extraordinary to only have 4 people that have not yet made their payment. But here's the other fascinating thing. The odds are extremely high that all of them will pay. Now, one of the reasons that I like to strongly encourage every single serious-minded person I'm talking serious-minded about your business. When you get your first invoice, your manual invoice, in other words, in month 2, when you go to pay your invoice, please set it up on auto pay. You can stop it. And you can stop it from your back office. You don't have to write letters to Congress to deal with that. Set it up on auto pay. It helps everybody. Now, that's extraordinary stability. So what does that tell me? Well, it tells me that if there are no new enrollments, and even if the 4 people don't pay on time or don't pay this month, then I'm still 46% beyond the qualifier I need at the senior marketing director level. In reality, that number will probably end up being well over 150. And it was only about 60 days ago that number was 100. So that's how you monitor what's happening in your business without getting totally confused by too much information. Team members month to date and team members from your overview page give you a great snapshot when you know what the total previous number of team members were in the month before. That's how you track what's going on with your business. I want to thank you for your time. I hope this has been beneficial to you.